Welcome to Profiletraders. This is Reza and you're listening to my market analysis for April the 11th, and we are looking at the chart of S&P Emini futures. And what we are noticing here is that we are getting several profiles all sitting into each other sideways, going back and forth within that range, indicating that market is unfortunately in a stage of rotation, and there is a lot of hesitation going on in this market. Obviously, you all know what is going on around the world with this very recent bombing of Syria, the conflict with North Korea potentially growing to a boiling point, the tension between United States and Russia and Iran, and you name it, which is creating this condition of sideways chop, which makes it very difficult to trade, especially if you're looking for an established trend and trying to hold a trade to a significant target. And if I put the daily chart on the screen, this will become even more visible. So we are in the big picture in a multiple day sideways rotation with a very unorderly back and forth, and the larger picture is a triangle, and it's a symmetrical triangle because we have an uptrending bottom and a downtrending top. So technically the next big move will be the one that will exit out of this triangle. Now, the only reason which I believe the market is still holding quite significantly despite all the geopolitical uncertainties is because we are in the middle of the earnings season, and the big money is not going to dump all their holdings ahead of the numbers being released, because if the companies that they are holding come up with good results, they are looking for a potential upside push, and then maybe they will unload into that push up. However, because there is so much uncertainty that any kind of a significant geopolitical event could derail this market quite significantly. So at this stage I would say that the number to monitor is going to be first 23.33. That level breaks, we are going to deal with this important bottom that we did put at 23.20, and if 23.20 breaks it, most likely this whole last leg up will be challenged all the way to 22.72 to 22.75. So that would be the big level of support that I will look at and monitor on the big time frame. In terms of a break to the upside, we have to clear this high here at 23.77. We do break that, we are going to come and test this top at 24, and then market obviously will decide if they want to break that and create a brand new high, or if it is going to be a double top test and then fail from that point. Which one will it be? Hard to tell, because right now, as I said, we are in a very unorderly back and forth, and looks like so far market cannot make up its mind if it wants to break up or break down. Based on today's action, fact that we are at the very top of the day, obviously it's a clear-cut win for the buyers, making now 23.42.5 short-term support, 23.35 the next level of support, and then after that, if we do break the 23.30, we will be breaking the big level that I just showed to you on a daily. Above us, the next level of resistance is going to be at 23.5875. That level violates to the upside. We are dealing with the top created by this profile at 23.63 and then we will be dealing with the point of control up there at 23.71 So keep a close eye on the news, because obviously that's what really matters at this stage. Everybody is very nervous about what's taking place across the globe. Crude oil is actually holding pretty strong. We have seen an extraordinary bounce from the main trend line up, which I indicated in my video previously, which was the 47. Now we have reached totally the other side of the resistance line. We are almost there. Once we do approach 54, we will have a rally that have started itself from 47. So 47 to 50, that's 3 points plus 4, that's going to be a 7 points rally. So 54 will and is at this point a very, very significant level of resistance. The only way that we are going to break that level, in my humble opinion, is if tension between United States and Iran continues to grow, and that potential conflict will bring uncertainty in the market. And matter of fact, a vast majority of this bounce is due to this geopolitical uncertainty that we have going on between the US and Iran. And I can tell you without any hesitation, if God forbid there is a conflict, I would not be surprised to see a 20 to 30 points spike in the price of crude on the announcement of such conflict. So holding any kind of a long-term short in crude with what's going on around the world, a very dangerous proposal in my opinion. So what should we look now for support resistance? Obviously the main level of resistance above is 54. In terms of support, the main level of support now comes in at 52.70, which is the low of today, not too far away. That level breaks, we have two POCs at 52.48 and 52.20, which should provide your next level of support. And if that one doesn't hold, I am a strong believer that we could very well drop down towards 51.75, and at that point probably a bounce will come, because big money is buying into crude, not knowing what can happen overseas. So thank you for listening. If you are interested to learn the market profile method of trading, check my website profiletraders.com. You can get all my 5 courses, 1 year to my trading room, for a fee of $550 and 30 days money back guaranteed. Good luck with tomorrow and good trading. To the next time.